Hey y'all, Jonathan Harris here. Thought I'd give you all, try to do this quickly as I can, not get long-winded. But we've got hay on the ground that's been rained on multiple times. It's weed hay. It's interseeded into a Bermuda grass field for hay. And you'll notice this windrow is really just an ugly yellow. I mean, it's just ugly. And there's very little green when you flip it over. You would like for it to look very similar to that, if y'all can tell the difference in the green and the yellow. But there's black leaves in it. There's just enough bad in this hay that it will not get to go for horse hay. And another issue that it's going to have, the weed hay that we sowed into this Bermuda grass, if you'll pay attention, the whole ground looks like it's got something growing on it. Well, it does. In between these strips of wheat that you can see here, there's Bermuda grass coming out. And so now we've got a mixture hay. We don't have a pure hay. And so we can't do anything about it. At this point, it'll just be what it is. And how that affects, I didn't get to spray this to kill the wheat behind it because I didn't get it baled soon enough because of the rain. So that wheat that's growing back up now will transition into this bale. So you will have things like this bright green piece here. Those are, you can see these bright green leaves, all of this. Those things are being plucked off of the wind when we're picking up the windrow with the baler. So we're pulling some of that really bright green, full of moisture, up into this bale as we're baling it. And what that does is locks moisture into it. So you are gonna have mold spores already being grown due to rain in the windrow, with excessive moisture being picked up in the bale, and you're gonna have moldy hay. There's just no two ways around it. So what we're at this point is it's time to get this out of our way so that we can do a herbicide application, do some other things to get the next cutting rolling the way it should be. And so we're saving, taking whatever we can get out of it, trying to save the next cutting. So when you go talk to your guy at the feed store or your farmer or whoever it is that you buy your hay from, understand that as a hay farmer, in most of the world, we deal with really adverse conditions to make it look this bright, pretty green hay that you think you want. And I get it, don't get me wrong. I go into the grocery store, I see a bruised apple, and I see a pretty shiny apple. I'm gonna pick the pretty shiny one. I don't want the bruised one. Same difference with the hay, and I get that. People shop with their eyes as much as they do anything else. In fact, probably more so. So this hay will go for cow and goat hay. It's not worth as much. But remember, guys, when you go into that feed store and you go in and you're asking for this perfect thing, what the farmer goes through to try to put up that perfect thing. It's every 30 days for us. 25 to 30 days, we're fighting this same battle every time. So keep that in mind, guys. It's not, and here's the thing about it. You can take this yellow hay, if it didn't have the mold spores on it, the feed quality, the quality of hay you're feeding your cattle is exactly the same whether it's yellowed like this or bright green like the kind you like to see. So keep that in mind when you do this. Remember that there's always a story behind the story. And think of other people and consider what's going on and know we're trying to make a living too, just like everybody else. So guys, God bless you. Hope you have a blessed day. I thank God for the rain every time, even though it's an adverse situation. I thank God for the conditions that we have. I hope y'all do the same. Have a blessed day.